Alright, welcome back. I see you guys getting antsy. I know, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry about that. Man, 15 minutes after late. But just dealing with things, just trying to get things arranged. Kind of chaotic around here. Ooh, Anime Captain. We got a multiplayer over there. Let's see. Yeah, sorry about taking so long. We'll get going here. Like I said, gotta deal with real life. Right? Alright, here we are. Beautiful Oslo. Beautiful freeware airport right here. Actually can go inside. Turn off the speed here. Actually can go inside here. There's snow inside? I don't know if it's the perfect. Well, kind of rendered a little bit. Side. There we go. I'm not sure if that's our plane. That might be our plane right there. It is. Look at that. Alright, Jose. Chronic, welcome. Limbo Gaming. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry about the delay. Like I said, I plan the stream at a certain time, and it's kind of up in the air. We're still figuring it out. Sometimes I gotta take a longer break so I can get other things done. All right? Okay, so let's make sure the camera's not crazy as we're moving forward. Get the rotation up a little bit since we're on the ground. Got our nice dirty Scandinavian Air Systems plane right here. I say dirty because you can see there's a little bit of dirt on it. Thank you, Creepy Kirk. Thanks for sticking around. Alright, let's get this going. Oh, they even got the... Oh, we're actually not parked where it should do. I think we need to be a little bit further to be parked. But I'm just loaded in the parking spot. That's why the jetway is kind of right in our face. Alright, let's load in from Simbrief. We're going to Amsterdam today. -8 degrees, but we'll be getting a little bit balmy, a balmy 7 degrees Celsius. Fuel plan. I think I need to set the weights though. Yep. Now I got bumped off. 2,000, I think about 2,500, 3,000, and 3,500. Be too much. Back this down. A pretty light flight today. Not as many passengers. Alright, fuel plan 6361. Actually have to defuel? No. There we go. Due to crew rest regulations, our flight was delayed. This is a requirement that contributes to a safe flight. We'll be underway soon. Thank you for your patience, and as always, thank you for choosing Scandinavian Airlines. Exactly. There you go. Well, it's better to have things kind of lined up and everyone on the same page rather than missing the approach because of got to do something right when we're landing. All right, we're gonna do our safety check. Parking brake on, engine masters off, ignition is at normal, ground spoilers retracted, flaps retracted. Thrust is idle. Put up the integrated lighting, our displays. I think we're gonna have a night landing here. Landing gear is down, anti-skid nose wheel steering on, and wipers are off. So over here and turn on battery 1 and 2. External power is available. Strobe light to auto. Cruise supply on. Ground control. Steers 1, 2, 3. Do the fire test. Yeah, that's true. They should illuminate those certain knobs, especially the ones that light up everything else. They should have some illumination at all times. Don't need those terribly bright because the sun is quickly retreating below the horizon. We are a little bit further north, so the day is quite a bit shorter. Alright, we did our fire tests. Let's get the passengers coming on board via the flight computer. Weights and balances. We have only 127 passengers today. And we'll also get PAC-X going. We'll go 45, we'll give ourselves an extra 20. Again, 38,000. We'll do Wi-Fi. Rena Vanderwerth. Let's see, who got on board first? Alan Doan? Eugene Christopherson? Do they come in order? Yeah, it looks like they come in order of the names. Oh, kind of. Where's Victor? Oh, Victor Van Wyck is already on the plane. They kind of come on in order. Igor Van Doorn. Olga Jacobson. Alma Schneiders. Charlotte Vanderpool. Roland Vanderplas. Gil Vanderberg. Joseph Vandersteen. Veronica Vanderberg. A lot of Vanderbergs on here. But they're all sitting apart from each other. They must not like each other. That's the story. Hey man, Doi, you already went to Stockholm. No, I didn't go to Stockholm. Flew over Stockholm on the last flight, but we haven't landed there, so we will be going to Stockholm. But I don't have a Stockholm flight planned yet. It's going to be quite a ways out before we bounce back up in this direction. Kradek, you're the best. Thank you very much. Thank you. Sorry about the delay and everything. I saw there were some people that ducked out, and I know how that is. I mean, I would duck out too if the stream wasn't going. Creepy Kirk figured out why it was taking so long to install the development A32NX. Had to look at the debug console for the installer. I needed to remove the stable from the community folder first. I have the stable and the development versions installed. I just changed the names, so when I'm not using the stable version, which right now I'm not, I just put like stable on the folder name. That way it doesn't read it as being in there. And then obviously if I need to use the stable, and there's really no reason that I need the stable anymore. I think when I was trying to fly the A321, there was a mod where you could grab the A32NX stable version and use that cockpit. Alright, we need to get our turn on the, not this one, shortcuts. Seatbelt signs, no smoking on, emergency lights armed. Let's get our clearance. Let's get our clearance, Clarence. IFR clearance.
Cargo and clearance delivery, Scandinavian 827 ready to copy IFR clearance to Schiphol.
Well, thank you very much, Chronic. I hope you can. I hope you can make all the streams. Like I said, the streams are, I've been saying this for a while, the streams right now are kind of up in the air. I still haven't figured out right exactly my schedule yet. But this probably will be how I'll do it on weekends, when on days where I don't work, because I work the night shift. I'll have if I'm not working, I will be up later, and so I'll do streams in the evening. But during the week, still deciding if I want to do a stream before work, which would be in the late afternoon, or if I want to do it after I get home from work in the early morning.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please
Scandinavian
be sure to place
827
your larger
cleared to
carry-on
skip all
items in the
airport as
overhead
filed.
bins and smaller
Take off
items
runway
underneath
19er right
front of
climb
you.
and maintain
Unless you're in the
6,000
front
feet.
row, please place
Departure
all
on
of your items in the overhead.
118.55 squawk
If you have any trouble
4657.
finding a location to your
Alright,
carry-on
Creepy Kirk with the Addis. Can you do some New Zealand flights? What kind of New Zealand flights would you like to see? Would you like to see an airliner flight, or in the CRJ, smaller planes, VFR? I mean, when I say VFR, I kind of mean like low and slow, more sightseeing kind of flying around. Or do you want to fly? The reason I haven't flown down there is because the world tour, I started my world tour down there a long time ago. I can't wait to get back, and if I'm not completely wrong, I believe tomorrow they're coming out with the world update. I think it's for Australia. Is it for Australia and New Zealand? Wellington to Queenstown. We could do that. I'll have to see how long that is. We could do that like on... I could do a world tour flight and then, one of these couple streams. Definitely could do something like that. Is it for Australia and New Zealand? Alright. They gave me the clearance, I didn't pay attention at all. 6,000 feet is our initial. We're taking off runway 19 right. Okay. 19 right. So let's get to our NIT page. And we're going to pop open the flight plan. Flight plan. Okay, our alternate is Brussels. Echo Bravo Bravo Romeo. Flight number 827. Cost index 5 again. Cruise 380. Go to our flight plan. And we'll just get this put in right away. Departure. Was it 19 left or 19? We came in on 1 left. Now we're taking off 19 right. So I guess the winds must have changed directions. Let's see. Gotta start a new flight in Navgrass. Approach. Okay, so we're taking off runway 19 right. I need to change.
We're ready to go when you are.
Okay, 19 right. And we're going to take VIPA 6 Delta out.
Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 45 minutes.
There it is. VIPA 6 Delta. That's a standard instrument departure, just a way for the ATC to easily space out takeoffs. Alright, world. Hello, I push neckbeards. Limbo Gaming says it's just Australia. I do want to fly over there, but no guarantees. There's quite a few requests for different flights, but I tend to kind of default to doing the world tour just because I have it all set up already where I'm going. Alright, World Update 7 will cover Australia with updated satellite imagery, new digital elevation model, and a bunch of points of interest. So we're not doing New Zealand in a bundle. I'm surprised. Surprised by that. Okay, well, let's put in the flight plan. Alright, we're going to VIPA. From VIPA, we're going direct to BAVTA. So Bravo Alpha, Victor Tango Alpha. And from BAVTA, we're taking an airway. We know it's an airway because it has a letter, November, and then a number, 873. That's an airway. Airways contain multiple waypoints. And we're going to take that until we get to the waypoint Jewist. At Juist, we're going to get on to Papa 174 airway. And we're going to take that to the VOR Echo Echo Lima. We know it's a VOR because it has 3 letters. Why didn't it... What is going on here? November 873. Sometimes it does this. I don't know why it did that. Or did I put him in the wrong place? Oops. Try that again. Okay, BAPTA. November 873 to Juist. Papa 174. Did I not click here? There we go. I must have clicked on the wrong one. Echo Echo Lima. This is a VOR. And that's it. So insert. And then we'll click on Echo on Amsterdam here. We'll put our arrival, our planned arrival. Subject to change is runway 27. We'll do ILS 27. And take in Eel 1 Alpha in.
Taxiing, hold short runway 19er right, using taxiway Kilo 1 Kilo November Alpha 9er, Scandinavian 4781.
And we're going to go from R-tip to the video. Go. The flight plan is completely filled in, subject to change by ATC, of course. So let's check our weights and balances page. See how the passengers are coming on. PackX, they come on a little faster. I have them set up to come on faster. Everyone's on board, so we can go to our NIT page 2. 0 fuel weight, center of gravity. 24.4 fuel planning. 6.3. Cornelia's back. Welcome back. Chronic, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, your streams hold a special place in my heart. Well, thank you. That is very, very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. Jose, can you do a flight from Amsterdam to Munich, Germany? I don't have it set up to. My flight plan is not to go from Amsterdam to Munich. We're gonna be flying down to Croatia actually next. But like I said, I basically have the world tour thing, so I can have a kind of planned way to get to all kinds of different places. Unfortunately, not gonna fly to everywhere where everyone wants to go right now, but we could definitely do a flight like that in the future at some point. Alright, turn off the flight plan. So we need to do our performance calculations. Okay. So our takeoff weight today, 60.8, so 60,800 kilos. Center of gravity is 24.4. I take off the air conditioning on. Runway length is... Taking 19 right. 3,600 meters. 192 degrees. Runway heading. Airport elevation is 681 feet. And we're going to say wet because there is snow on the runway. UNH, Creepy Kirk had that. 50,000 channel points to request a route. Yeah, we need to figure out a way to do that because a lot of our followers right now are on YouTube, but definitely on Twitch we're gonna have to come up. I don't know if does YouTube have like something like channel points? I know YouTube's trying to kind of like set things up kind of how Twitch has it, with the whole you can join and support directly the creator. All right, Creepy Kirk did put up the metadata. We also have it right here. And you can put it in text or icon form. There's the text form. Yep, there it is. 1007. Oh, I forgot to change that setting. I wonder if I can I'm not going to check right now. It's not a big deal. Alright, so look right over here. Why am I... Have it right on our little fly pad. UNH 1007. Temperature -9. Wind is 360 degrees. Whoa, whoa, whoa. At how many knots? 4 knots. Calculate. ATEX. Anyone know if their servers still down in the EU? I didn't know the servers were down. Like Microsoft Flight Simulator servers? Oh, I was gonna say I see someone over here on multiplayer, but they might be in, obviously, in an American server, flying in Europe. Okay, we did all that. We got the, it's in the performance calculator. Now we go back over to the flight computer. Performance page. Hold this up so I can read it. Only 117 for V1. 125 for our rotate speed. We are very light though because we have much, only 127 passengers. 5,000 is our transition. Unless I'm remembering wrong. No, it's 7,000. It doesn't really matter because the in-game ATC thinks it's always in the United States, which is annoying. 1491 for the thrust reduction. Let's take off 45 degrees. I mean, flaps 1 up 0. Go. Goodbye, performance calculator. We are ready. Got the barometric reference in VOR if required. FCU altitude, initial altitude. Speed dashed, heading dashed, IRS alignment, we are aligned, we are at arc and 10 nautical miles. Flight directors are both on. APU master switch on. And we can go start. Flap is open. I think that's what you have to wait for. You have to wait for flap open. That's what I think Touch the Clouds was talking about the other day. Okay. Why did I have it set? Oh, sun is quickly going down. You have to remember we are further north. So you can hear the APU engine going. Appreciate your stream so much. Thank you, Chronic. ATEX, yeah, live weather and such is totally gone and no connection with the servers. So that's if you're on the... That's got to be if you're on the European servers, yeah? So if you connect to the American servers, because I'm getting the live weather. I think I am. I mean, we do have the... I mean, we'll see once we fly over Denmark and everything, if I am, because there's a ton of weather over there. Rotate is so slow on the ground, but it's way too fast when you're in the air. Yeah, let's check. We can actually check. We'll check the ATIS and see what the end game is saying.
Airport information Golf 1500 Zulu. Wind tree 56 at 7. Visibility tree. Sky condition few clouds.
Yeah, it's -9.
Temperature
UNH. Yep.
10. QNH 29.74. ILS runway 1 right and ILS runway 1 left in use. Landing and departing runway 19 left and runway 19 right.
Wait, what?
VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All
Wait,
aircraft
what?
read back hold short instructions.
So
Advise
ILS.
on initial contact you have Golf.
So what does that mean if they're having the ILS runway 1, but they're doing the landing? Is it just they have the ILS operating? Why don't they have the ILS operating for 19 if you're using?
Sky condition few
That's
clouds at
weird.
9,000 feet.
I hope we're not going to run into AI traffic going the wrong direction, because that was very confusing at us. All servers gone in the list. Like I said, I have live weather right now, so hopefully, I don't know if it's just... I hope we still have live weather. It'll kind of suck if we don't. And it'll suck if the scenery is not good because of that. Alright, APU is available. APU bleed on. Crew oxygen supply is already on. Fuel pumps on. Air conditioning on. Navigation lights on. External power off. Disconnect the ground. Oh, I wanted to disconnect that. Jetway was already disconnected. Automatic at this airport. Beacon light on because we're going to start our pushback.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by.
Unfortunately, I don't have a safety booth for Scandinavian.
Cockpit to ground. This is ground. Stand by. Parking brakes are set.
Okay,
You may
sir.
lift.
The bypass
The
pin
parking
is
brakes are
installed.
set.
All doors
You may
and hatches
lift.
closed and all
Parking
ground
brakes are
equipment
set.
is removed.
You may lift.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors
I like
and
how they
hatches
repeat.
closed and all ground equipment is
Sometimes
removed.
it's
Okay,
so
sir.
crazy how this
Bypass pin is
pushback
installed.
helper
All doors and hatches closed
it
and all ground equipment
gets a little
is removed.
goofy sometimes.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Parking brake set. Lifting
Parking
the
brake,
aircraft.
yeah.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Whoa.
Standing by for pushback.
A little wild out there, Scandinavians. Cornelia, I'm right now eating 2 sprinkled sugar cookies for bedtime snack before I go to bed. I love the raccoon eyes. Oh yeah, we do have raccoon eyes on this one. Raccoon eyes on the A32NX. I wish all the liveries had it. A lot of liveries are actually getting it now, and I tend to not download it. Dedrun Gaming, or Deradun Gaming. I am doing alright. Doing alright. Doing alright. We finally got back in the stream. Many6boy is now following on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to my baby's face bouncing all over. Again, I have to share that with my wife because I didn't really... He doesn't know what I'm talking about. Thank you for following. Oh, Stream Elements told you that. Alright, we're ready for pushback, so off our pushback thingy, and we'll go reverse. Yes.
Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground.
Please set
We
parking
are cleared for start and push. We are cleared for start and push. Parking brakes are released.
Yeah, I know you did. I have to show it to my wife still. Alright. So, starting engine 2. Let's see, we're going to... I don't know what Scandinavian is doing here. This guy's just spinning in circles. The unfortunate thing with the AI traffic, it's not perfect. Definitely not perfect.
Throughout the entire flight as you may face unexpected situations. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft.
Kinda want to turn. I have to wait for I want to turn over here because I don't want the jet wash going towards the building, towards this Apollo. And I think Scandinavian's going to be turning. Good. We'll just send the jet wash into him. And this guy's just spinning around in circles. No, this thing with the spinning, it's just the routing or something. The routing in Microsoft Flight Simulator really sucks. And typically with these custom airports, it's a little bit better. There actually are somewhere. There's someone going through right now. He's just going through almost every airport, the default airport. And he's fixing all the ATC routing because it's terrible in the default airport, in the auto-gen airports. and that really makes it impossible for AIG to really work nicely.
This description can be used as a secondary flotation device. Please securely stow all personal items.
Also unload Oculus.
Fastened and seat backs and tray tables are all
I'm not sure what that means.
non-smoking flights, and that includes vaping.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how the server issues.
In the laboratories is strictly prohibited by law. All of this
How the servers are going
information
to,
can be found in the safety card
like,
located
what that
in the seat
affects.
back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you
Because I don't think it downloads new. It doesn't download new flight plans and all that stuff every time you use it. Like, everything's already on your system, but well, obviously updates require the server.
Pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Oh, I might be wrong.
Parking brake set.
I never thought it was like a cloud
Parking
thing.
brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger.
Raccoon eyes? Oh, raccoon eyes. The raccoon eyes are
Aside. Have a good flight.
these guys right here.
Holding position.
They're a
Waiting
little
for the
black
visual. Thank you and goodbye.
around the cockpit. Kind of looks just kind of not very well placed on there. This isn't the best, not the best livery. This one, let's see, who made this livery? Not throwing any shade, of course. It's a good. I'm glad that the livery exists. There are some pretty bad ones that are coming up. X-Renter-X, he made this livery. So let's do a proper introduction. This is World Tour Leg 101, flying into every country and territory in the world via real commercial air flights, as much as we can. We might have to make up some flights somewhere. Flying from Oslo Airport in Gardermoen, Viken, Oslo, Norway, flying to Amsterdam Airport, Schiphol in Haarlemmermeer, Amsterdam, Netherlands, and the lights just came on at the airport. This flight's based on Scandinavian Airlines System 827, flown using the Airbus A320. We'll be using FlyByWire's A32NX, A32NX mod for the A320, with the SAS livery created by the aforementioned X-Renter-X. Alpha India Group's traffic, that's what you're seeing, all the other planes, except for the captain over there. He's multiplayer. And Bajan Habashi's 4-season pack for the trees, the great trees, the great seasonal trees. What time is it in-game? In-game it is just after 4, what time? It's 4:19. 4:19. Oh, and yeah, we're actually right. Yeah, we're an hour ahead of UTC here in Oslo. 4:19 p.m. It says don't run AIG Manager. It won't work no matter what. I didn't see that. Well, it seems to be working just fine for me. Oh, the manager. Yeah, AIG Manager, like I said, that's where you update your flight plans, get the new liveries. Well, if we don't get any new liveries or flight plans for a while, that's alright. As long as what we got. I got so much right now. What are your thoughts on SAS livery? Yeah, it's simple. It's a simple livery. It's okay. It's an okay one. Alright. Nothing special. UTC should be on the bottom of the nav screen. Yeah, that's UTC over there too. Not on the nav screen. Alright, max auto brake. We put our flaps into takeoff configuration. Spoilers armed. Back to ignition, or ignition normal switch. APU bleed and master switch off. Runway turnoff lights, taxi lights on. Transponder is set, ATC on, altitude reporting. And get our taxi clearance.
Gardermoen ground Scandinavian 827 with hotel ready to taxi IFR.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There might be a way to set it.
Contact tower on 120.1
Lost my
ready.
notepad to write that down. Alright, let's see. Delta. Alright.
Taxi to and hold short runway 19er. Right using taxiway.
Delta Golf,
November
Golf 1,
Alpha
Hotel.
Niner,
Basically the way we came in. Except we're going to turn onto November and go the opposite direction. Well, basically the same direction we came in. Past our exit. Then we'll take Alpha 9. Not too difficult. We're gonna come out here, Golf, get to Golf 1, Hotel.
Taxi to and hold short runway 19er right via taxiway Delta Golf Golf 1 Hotel November Alpha Niner Scandinavian 827.
Alright, turn on the chronometer, take off, config button. We need to do a cabin check. Pretty good to wind shear on. Cockpit door is locked. And we are ready to taxi. I grew up calling SAS Scandinavian as SAS Airline and thought SAS came from the word sassy. There you go, SAS Airline. I know, I'm surprised they don't lean into that. What was I doing? Taxi. Do it. Parking brake off, give it a little thrust. Here we go. Flight control panel. Check the flight controls. Pull down, pull up, and neutral.
827 hold position, caution, other traffic.
Hold position Scandinavian 827.
I didn't see the other traffic. Where's the other traffic?
Scandinavian 827, continue taxi.
Roger Scandinavian 827.
Alright, here's Golf 1. Now we're on Hotel. Yeah, the great thing about good custom airports is that they have good signage in the markings. Makes taxiing much more enjoyable. Right. Full left, neutral, full right. Then we'll do our rudders. I forget what button I set to separate the rudders and the tiller. Not that one. Might be that one. Let's see. No, not that one. No, not that one. Not that one. Which one is it? That's the parking brake. Oh, where'd my I had one of those buttons set to do that. Oh well. So I mean, Creepy Kirk was asking me about like different. I still need to set up. I need to do a lot of work setting up my my buttons. My setup is terrible right now. I have no idea where anything is. What about the LA Rams? I wasn't watching the game. Did the Rams win? Did they get the Super Bowl? Is it the Bengals Rams? I can't believe it. That just sounds crazy. The Bengals Rams. I didn't watch the games today. I streamed instead. It's kind of weird, but I'll watch the Super Bowl. And if my team, if the Packers hadn't been eliminated and were playing today, there wouldn't have been any streams when they were playing. Is every game by 3 points? Both championship games this week, 3 points. Every game last week was almost won by 3 points. The Chiefs screwed that up though, by tying the game and then winning it in overtime, so they won by 6. Crazy. I don't know how many people had the Bengals Rams for the Super Bowl. I mean, the Bengals? The Bengals? The Cincinnati Bungles are in the Super Bowl? Crazy. When was the last time they were in the Super Bowl? Was Forrest Gregg the coach? I think they played the 49ers, right? One of those Super Bowls. And the Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, those years. That's crazy. Oh, the Los Angeles Rams have been in the Super Bowl, what, twice now since they've been back in Los Angeles, right? They went twice when they were in St. Louis, 1-1. They've gone, now they're twice in Los Angeles here. I don't think they ever went to the Super Bowl before 1999 either, or Kurt Warner. What is this? Lure? All right, 1988. I knew the Bengals made it. I think, and Forrest Gregg, I think, was the coach. Let's do a cabin check for takeoff.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Yeah, over there, down that taxiway is a military apron. Actually, a bunch of military aprons before this too. Could be a little bit of a night flight. Hopefully, we'll be able to see a little bit and won't be completely dark. Did it just crash again? Why is it crashing now? Oh, come on. What is... Why? Okay. Well, that's great. So now we have to... Yep. We're gonna have to do a speed run there. Alright, let's load it back up. I don't know what it is, because... we had no problem on the flight to Norway. And then during the intermission, when I was setting up this flight, it crashed. Crashed when we loaded into the airport. And now we get to just about to take off and it crashes again. So, yay. Awesome. Good times, good times. I think we'll load in on the runway. So the engines and everything will be going. We'll just have to do a speed run. Putting in the information we need to put in. Won't be too long. Shouldn't be too bad. That's annoying. That's what's crazy. So when it crashes, notice it just the sound just cuts out, does that. Most other games, most other times when things crash, you get that glitchy sound thing that we were having over the last month. And I always thought, when is this game going to crash? And now we got rid of that. Now the game's crashing, actually. All right, let's see. Let's see. Now we gotta wait forever for this to load in. Yeah, we're not gonna restart from dark. I mean, the only issue with restarting from dark is... I mean, it doesn't take that long. It's aligning the navigation real time. Well, I mean, I have all these buttons on the thruster and the joystick to use. I've set them up and I forget which ones I've set where. The only ones I know for sure are like the flaps up and flaps down, and then the trim and the default trim, and then I have the trigger set to be to activate the radio for VATSIM, because that's, I just noticed when I was watching a real life A320 or an Airbus, the first officer, every time he was talking on the taxi, he was holding down the trigger. Good idea. I need to do that. I need to set my bindings up, make a sticky note, learn them, and they'll make things a lot easier. So before we get going, I'm gonna, well, it doesn't really matter now. I need to, what I was trying to do during our taxi, I wanted to test the rudders. And the great thing now with the A32NX is that they've split the tiller and the rudders. So you have to set a switch though. It's something with the water, you know, it's on some random thing that you wouldn't be using in the A32NX. Obviously, like something with water landing stuff. And they have it set that, okay, this is your tiller axis. I think it's the water rudder. And then another button to disconnect the tiller and the rudder pedals. So when you're taxiing, you can test your rudder and the rudder won't steer your nose wheel while you're doing that. Of course, you want to put that back on. So like when you're landing into higher speeds, you actually need the rudder to control the wheel too. All right, let's get in here. Oslo, take it off from 19 right. That looks good. Weights and balances. Set it up. Right. You know, when you double click and it jumps out. That's an awesome thing they added. Where and that's more annoying things after you crash. Only like 3,000, right? Just want to get our weights correct. 24.4, that's basically where we were. Fuel's the hard one. This is why I like to do it in sim, because they don't make it easy to set the fuel up. Really, really frustrating. Okay, that's close enough. We burned a little fuel taxiing. And I'll put in the arrival airport. I can put in the manual flight plan very quickly. It's not a big deal. So, what's our arrival? EHAM, right? There we go. Navlog 38,000. Right, fly. I'd call a fuel truck on the runway and use the fuel iPad. Yeah. Cornelia is preparing to write my Prima Libra. What's a Prima Libra? Is that something to do like a college paper? Well, everyone who's just joined in, we are going to start on the runway here.
Departure to the south.
Okay, let's reset the time. We could come in and land in Amsterdam as the sun comes up. Okay, I don't know if the sun will be coming up at that point. Alright, we'll go right about here. That'll be good. Okay, jump in here. We're blocking up the runway. Oh. Right, I need to restart FSUI. See, that fun stuff. My fuel correct? Yep. Okay, go over here quickly. Get everything loaded in. Alright, init data. Alternate, not a big deal. Ah, it's a book. Okay. Yeah, Libra's book. Duh. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. We're going Echo, Bravo, Bravo, Romeo. Flight number 827. I'm a perfectionist, a completist. That's why I'm doing it like this. Cost index 5380. Go to our NIT2 page. 0 fuel weight. 25. Okay. Weird. Flight plan. Take it off 19 right. Insert. We'll just get some of the waypoints in here to start. So VIPA. We already have VIPA, never mind. BAVTA. We'll get BAVTA in, and then we'll start flying, and we can get the rest up once we are in the air. Hopefully. Should have enough time for that. Okay. And radial nav, performance. Where'd my calculator go? Okay, 117. 125. 143. Transition 5000. Who cares about the engine out? This stuff doesn't really matter too much. Flex takeoff 45. Alright. Should be ready to go. Got our lights on. Flaps are 1. Config normal. Pack X should be coming back here. There it is. We are late. We're going to say we have to delay because of a technical issue.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, this is your first officer speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the
Atlanta's good. It's ready.
to inform you that due to a technical issue, we are going to be very slightly behind schedule.
Very slightly.
We do apologize for this slight inconvenience.
Anime Captain's just hanging out, I guess. Alright. 6,000 feet. I think we need to... Do we need to get clearance? Oh, we're cleared for takeoff. Okay. Alright, here we go. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. Fingers crossed. Good throttle. Turn off the parking brake. That'll be okay. Sometimes I forget to reset some things. Positive rate, gear up. Oh, I forgot. Alpha India group traffic didn't load in a bunch of planes. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Gardermoen Tower Scandinavian 827 frequency change. Oslo approach Scandinavian 827 is Thai Airbus A320neo 2 miles south of Gardermoen 2,400 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Did we get VFR clearance? Come on.
827 Oslo approach. Squawk 3561.
So frustrating.
Squawk 3561 Scandinavian 827.
Scandinavian 827 radar contact 3 miles south of...
And now I can't get IFR clearance because...
Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
well now we gotta kind of fly this. We gotta kind of fly this flight ourselves. Oh, we gotta do a diaper change.
Charlie airspace Scandinavian
I need to make a...
827.
I need to make an emote for that. Problem is I can't do follower only emotes, and so my wife can't. What is going on here? Alright. Okay, 38,000. Alright, so we're doing VFR. Welcome all on Twitch. Thanks for joining in. We had a little minor glitch here to start this flight. I didn't put the QNH in properly either. What's the QNH? 0.
118.55.
Even though it should be a standard now anyway.
Photo Center Scandinavian 827 9,700 feet.
and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now
We're past 10,000, landing lights off. Seatbelt lights can come off. Enter destination data.
This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required.
Why do I have to enter the destination data already?
We do offer
We're
complimentary
like almost 2 hours out still.
to our partners. Connect
Nice
to the
view. Oh yeah,
Wi-Fi to
sorry.
find out more information.
Oh yeah, got the sun setting. Right, we should have enough time. I'll leave it right there for you guys to see the sunset. And I'm gonna change a diaper. I'm gonna mute the mic and put away the camera for a few minutes, and we'll change the diaper. It might be. It might think that I'm already basically to the end of it. Hopefully I'll be back in time. I think we have enough time to. I'll be able to put in that get the rest of the flight plan in. Let's see. Yeah, BAFTA is not until well over Denmark, so most of the waypoints are right on top of each other right as we're coming into Amsterdam for some reason. Alright, I'll see you in a few minutes. Yeah, right down there actually. There's Oslo, and I think right there you could see the ski jump. Right down there I think is the ski jump area. Beautiful Oslo. I think there's a light issue going on right here because I downloaded a light and it makes all the lights blue in that area for some reason. Oh, that's what's going on there, I think. Oh, maybe I should have uninstalled that. I don't know why the lights are all blue in that section. They are. There's Oslo. Alright, diaper is changed. And we got seven viewers on Twitch. You guys will notice, if you're viewing on Twitch, that the points for viewing are stinky diapers. Guess that drone rotation speed is so weird. Yeah, man. There we go. There's Oslo in the background. All my views are just, we can't get the sun. There we go. With that view. There we go. Which flight? Like just on a world tour flight or any flight? Yeah, I mean I got multiplayer on right now, so if you want to join in on flying on one of the world tour flights, as long as you're trying to keep it relatively realistic and not buzz me with an A320 or 747 and, you know, land on top of each other. It'd be cool to see you taking off before me or after me, and seeing if we get slightly different routes or following the same route. Definitely. Yeah, I'll try to post the flight plan. The issue with the flight plan is, well, I guess you're going to be, I'm guessing you're going to fly the A32NX, also the same plane, so most of the time I'm going to be flying the A32NX. There's a few flights I'll be on the CRJ. I'm not sure when those are coming up. I know there's a couple when I fly to Guernsey and to Jersey. Glad to hear it, Chronic. Glad you're here. But yeah, definitely could join in. We'll make sure we have separation. And yeah, I'll post I've been posting the sim brief flight plan. You could obviously go into sim brief and do your own flight plan and everything as well. Yeah, you don't have to follow mine exactly, but I posted in Discord in the World Tour section. So if anyone wants to join and you don't know how to use sim brief or whatever, but I know you do, Creepy Eric, so obviously you can just set up the flight yourself. The route, I mean, obviously we know the starting and the ending airports on the stream. Cornelia, let's see. Yeah, I missed a few years. My book is about a young boy who is 10, met and was adopted by the Imperial Roman Empress, and he later succeeded her. He even becomes a father of 30 children and a husband of 5 wives. Interesting. Well, I see we got some lurkers over on Twitch. Feel free to join the chat. We got a number of people over also on YouTube chatting. That's why you're seeing the restream bot or whatever. He's just bringing over the chat from YouTube. Say hey, and if you're on Twitch, say hello. If you haven't already followed, please do. My wife is watching, and I want her to see all the emojis or the emotes bounce all over the screen, and that happens when you follow or subscribe over there. That's pretty cool. Oh, we actually need to set our... We're not even to VIPA yet, but let's get into Flight Computer. Finish setting up our flight plan because we did a quick start on the runway because of the earlier crash. We got airway. We're going November 873. Then to Jewist.
Descend and maintain flight level
Alright, Papa 174. Making the VOR Echo Echo Lima. There's our flight. We'll go in and we'll get our flight into Amsterdam. We're going to be coming in runway 27. ILS 27. EL 1 Alpha. And our tip is going to be our VIA point.
Please expedite your descent flight level 210. Speed bird 767, you are 6,000 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 320.
And I'm going to set up a fix point for where we need to descend, begin our descent. Because we're not on IFR, so unfortunately what you call it, the ATC is not gonna bring us down. So it looks like at our tip, our VIA point, we need to be below flight level 10,000, flight level 100. Bring it up. We'll bring up my pad here. There it is. So when we get to EL day or L day, that's the VOR run engine. That's where we do our star. Pretty simple star, just a straight shot for looks like what, 56 miles. And we get to our holding point. Is our tip where we need to be jet only below 10,000 feet. And we'll also need to be, what's going on with this? We'll also need to be at 250 knots. And then our approach, is a little weird. Okay. This is an interesting approach. Definitely one to have clearance. Are we gonna have that? Are we gonna have like a hold in there? Let's see. Looks like we need to be a flight level 70 on this. We're gonna aim for flight level 70 or around that. We'll do like 8,000 feet by our tip. So what we're gonna do is go to the calculator. I'm gonna sync this up. And our target is gonna be 8,000 feet. So 94 miles before our tip, we want to begin our descent. What we're gonna do, click on VIPA, that's our last waypoint that we missed. We're gonna fix info. We're gonna put in our tip. That's our reference fix. Radius, it was 94 miles. Actually, I'm gonna put 7,000 because there's gonna be speed change. Give ourselves a little extra. 97 nautical miles. And now when we go to the flight plan, we'll have a little, you see that little blue dotted line, that's where we're gonna start top of descent. The latest we'll start our top descent. Yeah, it's definitely a speed reduction loop. So we might be able to cut it off because we'll definitely usually pretty good with speed. Well, sometimes I'm not so good with speed management. Alright, I need to set up the Stream Elements bot to give you guys links on the YouTube area. If you want to track the flight, go to Flight Tracker, go to this link, and look for, just look for the call sign. Look for our call sign. It's Sierra Alpha Sierra 827. SAS-827. You'll be able to see the flight where it's flying over. If you're not on Atlanta or something else that you can track. I think Creepy Kirk's on Atlanta. Swadco, oh, I can't read. Arides, welcome to the stream. Swadco's Aeronauticas. What is that? I wish I knew how to say that. Google Translate. Aeronautical greetings. Alright. Well, aeronautical greetings to you too.
Scandinavian 827, contact Copenhagen Center on 119.43. Good day.
119.43 Scandinavian 827. Copenhagen Center Scandinavian 827 flight level 380.
Scandinavian 4829er, please expedite your descent, flight level 250.
Wind kind of just bumped us, or the weather just shifted a little bit, so we got to climb back to 38. Flight level 380.
1,700 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 360.
Descend and maintain flight level 360 right there, 209er heavy.
Scandinavian 4829er, please expedite your descent, flight level 250.
Can everyone see that if they go on to the Atlanta app? I think you gotta log in. Yeah, it looks like you have to log in. I don't think you need to log in if you go to flight events. Flight events, I think you can just... I don't think you need to log in or anything, have an account to check someone's flight out.
Air France 1452, please expedite your climb, flight level 410.
And so we're flying over the Skagerrak. That's what it says on Flight Tracker. Yeah, that's what it says on Atlanta also. Basically, Skagerrak is the body of water. So what, the north, basically the northwest of Denmark, and then between Sweden and Denmark is the Kattegat. That's basically a connection between the Baltic Sea and the North Sea. Got some land down there. That's going to be the tip of the northern tip of Denmark.
Air France 1452, please expedite your climb, flight level 410.
Trying to earn that moderator position. Oh yeah, I think I definitely can. Let me see, how do I make you? I do need a good moderator over on the Twitch. And you need to help me, yeah, help me out how to set some bots up here, different things. Let's see, Creepy Kirk.
Air 209er, heavy, please expedite your descent, flight level 360. Air France 1452, please expedite your climb, flight level 410.
Let's see.
flight level 250. KLM 1089er descend and maintain flight level 370. ICR 209er Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Air France 1452, please expedite your climb flight level 410. Scandinavian 4829er, please expedite your descent flight level 250. ICR 209er Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Air France 1452, please expedite your climb flight level 410. North Huddle 309er 5 descend and maintain flight level 210.
Alright, passengers are getting snacks and drinks. I think I need to make those bigger. I can make those bigger a little bit.
ICR 209er Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Air France 1452, please expedite your climb flight level 410.
Alright, and we want to...
North Huddle 309er 5, please expedite your descent flight level 210. ICR 209er Heavy, please expedite your descent flight level 360. Air France 1452, please expedite your climb flight level 410. North Huddle 309er 5, please expedite your descent flight
Salve,
level
Matthias Aquila.
ICR 209er
Another
Heavy,
Latin
please
speaker here.
expedite your descent flight level 360.
Chronic, my day's amazing. Best stream. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just like spam. I'm gonna start spamming some. I'm just testing out our emojis here, and I'm still deciding. I'm probably gonna put all the emojis. Right. I need to make a bunch more. Well, I only have so many slots right now, so that's the issue, I think.
please expedite your descent, flight level 210. IC Air 209er Heavy, please expedite your descent, flight level 360.
Alright, let's see. Let's get serious. Let's get serious here. Still got it. Sun. And we got a Cessna 172. Can't be up this high though. Like we're coming up on it fast. Or is that on the ground? Maybe it's landing. Is that how? I think that's the altitude, right?
Please expedite your descent, flight level 210. IC Air 209er Heavy, please expedite your descent, flight level 360.
I don't know. I think that's his altitude. Well, Chronic, if you want to become a moderator, you just, like I said, I didn't say, but just definitely if you're in here most of the streams, we can look at doing that for sure. Let's see. Oh, we're already 2.5 hours in on this stream. Wow. A long one. Oh, I guess I spent almost an hour not flying. I'll have to edit that out. I'll have to edit out a whole chunk of that on the replay. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, we are over Denmark now. See quite a few wind turbines, various places there along the coast. To add, I think, gotta figure out how to do this. I need to add the stream elements to be a moderator so you guys can get links every once in a while to where we're situated on Twitch, YouTube, all that kind of stuff. I think the weather just changed again. Now we bumped up a couple 100 feet. Alright, we're at 774 subscribers over on YouTube, and gunning for that 1,000 and those 4,000 watch hours so that we can monetize and get a little bit of ad revenue from YouTube, but of course also to open up you guys being able to directly support and get access to custom emotes and all that kind of fun stuff. Can't I figure out where do I set up moderators and stuff on? There we go. Settings. Streamlabs in there. We need green elements.
Descend and maintain flight level 320. KLM 1181, please expedite your descent, flight level 370.
Yeah, I'm still learning it on Twitch. Twitch, it seems to be working a little bit more. I just need to figure out like what kind of custom commands and stuff to set up and how to do all that. Stay on top of it. But I know Creepy Kirk is over there on, and he's one of the moderators over there now, and he's gonna. Still figuring out what we got to do, how to set all that good stuff up. I need to figure out how to use stream elements here on YouTube. Is what I'm trying to figure out right now. Yep, I'm trying to figure out how to let's see, how do I add the chat bot? Not telling me.
KLM 1181, please expedite your descent, flight level 370.
That's right. Trusty Google, how to add stream elements, chat bot, YouTube. Why can't I find it? Like the advertise this big thing. Like, how do I set it up though? That would be helpful, stream elements. I don't remember having to do much to, like Twitch is just automatic, but let's see.
1335, please expedite your descent. Flight level 370. Scandinavian 2537, please expedite your descent. Flight level 320.
There we go. I found it now. I found how to do it. Hopefully this will start dropping links for you guys in your YouTube chat. That way you can get to Discord and all the other good stuff. Ooh, look at this sunset. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't think you can ask for a better time to fly. If I go over. Yeah. Yeah. Go with this view for a while.
Scandinavian 2537, please expedite your descent. Flight level 320.
There you go, Stream Elements. Bot is running. Yeah, that's a beautiful sunset.
Please expedite your descent. Flight level 370. Scandinavian
Wow, we're only 30 minutes out.
expedite your climb. Flight level
That was quick.
400.
Definitely quick.
Scandinavian 2537, please expedite your descent. Flight level 320.
Only slightly creepy that there's absolutely no pilots in the seat.
1335, please expedite your descent. Flight level
Is that
370.
light on up there?
Scandinavian 839er, please expedite
that
your
light
climb.
out?
Flight level 400.
Oh, it's definitely on. Those lights are on. Audio switching. Oh, the toilet button isn't usable. Reading light is. That's cool. I guess this light's just always on to give you a little bit of light in the cockpit. Cockpit door video. I don't know where we can watch that. There's a lot of stuff here that you can click.
Scandinavian 839er, please expedite your climb. Flight level 400.
Hopefully it doesn't crash the plane or something. Matthias, yeah, I was back a while. Ego natus est maius quattordecium duo mila, sorry.
KLM 1335, please expedite your descent. Flight level 370.
I was born older than 14 to Mila. I don't know what that means. I'll send you some links on Discord DM for Twitch extensions. I don't have access to them for your channel, but you'll be able to see them. Yeah, I'll have to figure out like what stuff you have to do.
839er traffic is 3 o'clock 1 miles at flight level 370 Boeing. Report them in sight. Scandinavian 827 contact Bremen Center on 125.1. Good day.
Going to 125.1 Scandinavian 827.
Scandinavian 2537, please expedite your descent, flight level 320.
You just said to expedite your descent. You just said that. Okay, so we're coming up on our planned start of descent. Well, how does that work? Alright, fine. I'm just trying to figure out some of these commands. There we go. I think it'll work on a YouTube, those commands. Oh, you know why? I put in my commands wrong. When will the stream end? The 8-ball says, I think so. Okay. I guess you have to ask yes or no questions, right? Alright, we are getting close. We're gonna get our descent pretty soon. So we're gonna go to performance page. Or actually, we'll go right here, ATSU, AOC menu, weather request. And we need weather for Amsterdam. Outer tank fuel XV. Why are we so low on fuel? I put the fuel in, why does it burn so much? Wow, I've never seen us lose so much fuel. What's the... lose all that fuel. Hmm. Eight ball needs to be a question that has an affirmative or negative reply on. So will the stream ever end? Yes. Yeah, I forgot how 8 balls work. I mapped an emergency refuel button for that reason. Ah. Yeah, I don't know what happened. What happened to our checks and balances? Weird. Let's see. For Amsterdam, let's see if we're getting in-game. We're getting the same as Creepy Kirk has given us, or the Addis for the weather. I mean, keep messages, met our data, print it off. Alright, winds 310, or no, that's the time. 31st, 355 Zulu. Yep, same one. Yep. Hey, Dev Patel! Welcome into the stream. We are going to begin our descent into Amsterdam Airport pretty soon. Oh, Matthias was born on May 14th, 2000. Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Duo Milano, or Ilia. Alright, we want to go here to our approach, our QNH 1007. Temperature 7 degrees, so a little bit warmer than where we took off. Wind 290, 25 knots, gusts up to 35, so coming into some nice landing weather. Well, it's coming directly at us, so we're going to have a headwind. I think we're coming in runway 29, right? 27, so we're going to have a little bit. What is this? Put in a Nightbot command or something? Yeah, I have to figure out how to do. We need to figure out how to do that kind of stuff. I have no idea. Yep, didn't work. Alright, transition 3,000 feet here. And our minimum on this ILS approach is going to be 188 feet. Alright, coming up on our fix. We'll begin our descent down to 10,000 feet. Or 7,000 feet is what it was. Alright, let's see. Is that the music making that noise? Different music on. I don't like hearing that weird sound. It's like some buttons clicking. Alright, we're gonna descend to 7,000 feet. So we can turn the seatbelt signs on. Begin our descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, the seatbelt sign is now turned on, so it's time to return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, like I said, Chronic, if you are regular, we'll definitely get a wrench to help out.
Scandinavian
Some more
827
things.
have the Boeing 737 in sight.
Yeah, remember, Discord link comes up, so it'd be great if you could join the Discord that we can communicate to off stream about things.
Scandinavian 827 have the traffic.
Alright, so we're coming up on the north coast here of the Netherlands. That's actually fine right there because we're going to have to slow down to 250 at a certain point. Steeper descent right now, and then we'll kind of shallow out. Should be okay. Don't want to go much steeper than that, though.
Scandinavian 827. Amsterdam Center Scandinavian 827 flight level 320.
I guess it's gonna be a sunset. I was figuring the sun would be completely down by now, but I guess we're going further south. We're getting closer to the equator, where the sun currently is. Summer in the south, winter in the north. There's a Boeing 773. What plane is that? Is that the Captain Sim 777? Ego sum in lecto cum ipsum pernetum risus iaculis. I am in I know some Latin, not all of it though. English detected. No, it's Latin. Like you put in Google Translate and it just says, oh, English has been detected. No, that's pretty Latin-y. Is there not a... Yeah. We'll translate Latin. Let's see. And over 100 other languages. Sure, sure. Except for... Translate from Latin. Come on. Oh, what am I doing? Translated into Amharic, which is Ethiopian. That's why I was having some issues. English. I am in bed. Okay, so ego sum in lecto. So lecto is assuming lecto is bed. Cum ipsum fermentum risus aequidus. The very warm smile. I haven't gotten that far on my Latin. I haven't learned bed yet. Smile. Yeah, I'm happily in bed. Something like that. Well, I suppose it's starting to get late for me. I got up early today, 1:30 p.m. So I'm debating when I want to go to bed, because if I go to bed too early, then I just sleep. I could sleep longer, but it feels like you're wasting. I don't like to waste daylight, or just day, whenever I'm up. Twitch landing prediction poll is live? Really? Or is it just do you have like a chat bot for that, or just people should make their predictions? I always wonder how that works. I think there's like a chat bot where you can do it and predict, and it'll tell you if you were the closest. We can manually do it right now. Not a bot, just a poll, and people can win channel points. Did you put it up on Twitch? Oh yeah, there it is. I see. I see. Pretty cool. Okay, how do I do that? Oh, okay. So I can. How do you set up a poll? How'd you do that? Side there's a poll button. That might be on the main.
Squawk 7000. Frequency change approved Scandinavian 827. Yield approach Scandinavian 827 is.
Well, that's fun. I've never seen someone do a poll like that. That's actually cool though.
Romeo 12,100 feet. Request flight following.
Alright, let's see, where are we on this? Just about to enter the... Wait. No, we're not. Where are we? Okay, we're on the star. We're doing really good for altitude. We'll be at flight level 70 once we get to RTIP. No problem. Let's see. What do I need? I don't think there's any speed restrictions besides 250 knots. We do actually have right there showing us the speed restrictions. Okay, plane is slowing down to 250. And we got a lot more multiplayers flying around. Let's see. What was I? What was I looking for? Flannel sheets are nice. Yeah, they're nice except for when it's too warm. Oh, I wanted to see where we are. We're flying right now over, well, we're right over the Netherlands. We just, Groningen is behind us. Just various different villages here. Utrecht is basically right there, right in front of us, and then Amsterdam's gonna be over here. Getting about that time to take out the contacts, though, I think. I'm gonna try to stay up a little bit. Try to stay up until about 2 or 3 in the morning, because then I can sleep, not get up too early before work. Because if I get up early in the morning and then try to go to work and work 6 to 6, I mean, that's a long day.
Going to 119.055 Scandinavian A27.
Turn on those landing lights.
Schiphol approach Scandinavian A27 7,600 feet.
I want to go to... Let's see, what's our landing pressure? 007. So we'll throw that in. Didn't we have a Dutch president? What? Oh, you mean in the United States, a Dutch president? Martin Van Buren, he was Dutch. Well, he was descended from Dutch. He was American. He was actually the first United States president born in the United States of America. Because the 7 presidents before him, Washington, Adams, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, and Andrew Jackson were all born. I believe Andrew Jackson was the latest. He was born, I think him and John Quincy Adams were born in like the late 1760s, when it wasn't the United States yet. He was still born. They were born in part of the British colonies. Martin Van Buren was born, I believe, in 1781, I think, and so he would have been born in Kinderhook, New York. He was would have been the first native-born United States, born in the United States. Is this the base game, or were there any add-ons that cost extra? I have a few. I have Bijan Bashi's 4-season pack, so the trees, we'll have some seasonal trees. Yep. Oh, okay, I'm way behind here, but yeah, this is the base game. I mean, it looks beautiful like this. The mod I'm using right now is a freeware mod that makes the A320 actually functional. But the only mods I bought the CRJ planes, the Canadian regional jets from Aerosoft, and then Bijan Habashi's 4-season pack, and then I have everything else I'm using is freeware mods, like my air traffic. Besides the multiplayer traffic up there, my AI traffic is all injected by Alpha India Group, who's going through a little bit of some issues with their server right now. Let's see. Creepy Kirk's going to bed right after this flight. Yeah, I might do some VFR flying later if I feel like it, but I might just call it a night for streaming and then just work on getting stuff prepared for future streams and other stuff like that. Maybe go take a nap or something. How do I sit here watching this for hours when it's cruising altitude? Well, it's not hours usually. I mean, my flights I usually don't do terribly long flights. This flight's only about an hour, hour and a half, I think. It actually goes pretty quick, especially when I'm streaming, it goes really quick. I'm surprised that if I don't pay attention here, might forget to do something. Like here, we need to, no, we're still good. Oh, we're not even to RTIP yet. Alright, look at the view. Setting up the flight computer and stuff. A lot of stuff to do. Predictions. Okay. That one back. Matthew. Yeah, I saw it, Matthias. Yeah, but it's a game. How does he not get bored? I know in real life it's like this, but this is a game, though. Well, it's not for everyone. Not everyone likes to do IFR flying or like to fly the big jets. That's the great thing. Microsoft Flight Simulator is really awesome for VFR flying, like the low flying in the smaller planes, where you're doing a lot more controlling. But I like to fly the jets because the jets, especially on the stream, gives me time to look at the chat and all that stuff too. And I like to go longer distances, and when it's a little bit harder to do that in the flying by hand the whole time. I've flown the CRJs by hand the whole flight. Usually the CRJ flights aren't terribly long though, but I think I flew like an hour and a half flight all by hand because I think I forgot to put the yaw damper on. That's why the autopilot didn't take. Let's see. It's a game, but also it's a simulator, so we enjoy the realism as much as the simulator can provide. Yep, there's so much more than just sitting in a cockpit being bored. There are fighter jets and other planes, yep. If I fly in December, do you think you can see Christmas lights? I don't know. I didn't really notice Christmas lights. But I do have a mod, and maybe someone will create a mod to do that, to add in Christmas lights somewhere. I don't know. But I do have a mod for fireworks, and over New Year's Eve, we saw a bunch of fireworks in Lisbon and Frankfurt. I flew around New York right when at New Year's for New York, and there were fireworks going off in game. Again, that's a mod from Puff and Flight. You can find that on flightsim.to. But I don't know about the Christmas lights, though. I don't think so. I don't recall seeing any special lights. Maybe someday, though. Maybe someday, though. Alright. Well, we're just gonna follow the flight plan in. We're not gonna do any. I'm not gonna cut anything off because it seems when I cut things off, then I end up running into the back of another plane. Alright, we're gonna make sure we have our ILS frequency, 111.55. That is the ILS. I'm going to put the VOR, which is 108.4. That's going to be Sierra Papa Limo. Full. There it is. Course. Let's see, what's our missed approach? Missed approach, we're going to climb on track 266, so that's our course that we're flying in right there. The 3,000 feet, inform ATC immediately, max speed 220 knots. So we're not really bouncing off VORs or anything, like for our go-arounds. We're gonna use the ILS. All right, well, let's get to Tidvo. That's gonna be our capture point, or that's gonna be our not our capture point, but that's where we turn to our final. We need to be at 2,000 feet, max speed 220 knots. And then 7.9 miles out, we will... I love the emojis. We need to... That's when we'll start the descent. We'll capture the glide slope. Thank you, Engrez, for the follow on Twitch. Do we flight plan have like constraints telling us when we need to get to certain levels? No. But we do need to be at 2,000 at Tidvo, so. There are mods that add that. FlyByWire added Santa hats to their aircraft at Christmas. Yep, they did. I do long flights, 5+ hours. The only reason I don't do it, and like tonight, I've been streaming for almost 5, so we could. But the nice thing about doing the shorter flights is it gives me the flexibility, because sometimes I don't have the time. I'm finding that I might be able to, if we do these evening streams on my days off, because going into the evening, everyone else is going to bed. I need to kind of stay up a little bit. Let's see. Will you be streaming tomorrow? Tomorrow. I might in the afternoon. It'll be earlier because I work at 6 p.m. So I might stream depending on when I get up. No promises. I'm still working out my plan for when I'm going to stream on work days. Because do I want to stream before? Do I want to stream after when I come home from work and do like an hour stream? Basically on my work days though, I've been planning to just do like a short, maybe hour stream, just doing some VFR flying around one of the cities where we've landed on this world tour. Yeah, we probably could have just come in right here and direct to Tidvo. But now we're going to be too high. We don't want to make the flight shorter, do we? Alan, yeah, I love flying, especially the A350. Well, Alan, why were you asking me, or do you, or do you do like do speed, like speed up the time? I know people do that. That is something you can do. Yeah, now we're not gonna make. Could have just directed right to Tidvo if I had gotten down earlier. Well, we'll just fly around. We'll get a nice view of Amsterdam, hopefully. We got time. Expected arrival 29 minutes. Unfortunately, ATC is dead, which is always frustrating. And you know what I haven't done? I haven't actually called into the airport. So they might even give us a completely different runway. Fingers crossed they don't do that, because I'm all set up, ready for go on this one. Yep. So we could have just come straight in. Oh well, we'll get to fly over Amsterdam here. Let's see. Yep, so I might be streaming tomorrow. No promises. Keep an eye out. Like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe, and you'll get notifications when I go live. But I might in the afternoon. If not in the afternoon, I might not tomorrow morning. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm all confused on time here. Sorry. I'll be streaming at some point. Yeah, maybe tomorrow afternoon. Maybe tomorrow morning. I'm not sure yet. But probably I streamed a few times this past week. It would be Tuesday morning when I come home from work. I'll stream for like an hour. We'll fly around Warsaw or Tallinn, Tbilisi, Georgia. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? Okay, so it decided to just cut off somewhere. We're going to AM 261. 261. It's 262. Oh wow. Picked up a ton of speed because it lost its constraint for some reason. I was like when the plane
500.
I love it. Is the game complicated? Also, does it come with all the liveries or all those add-ons? The liveries, the easiest way is to just add them on, one at a time. FlightSim.to, great website. If you look in my description, there are links to the liveries I'm using on this flight. So I'll take you to that website. Okay, I don't know what we're doing here. Yeah, but we're never gonna get spun around in time. What a weird... I think it would have been better if we cut it off and went straight back in. Oh my goodness. Yep, liveries on flightsim.to, and the game can be as complicated as you like it to be. The aircraft may not be study level, but aircraft like the fly-by-wire is pretty realistic. Yeah, except for when the flight computer does whatever it's trying to do right now. Alright, I'm gonna go into heading mode. I'm gonna go into heading mode. We're gonna get turned around. We're on just a weird path right now. Plane is just... It got pretty dark here because we got the clouds and the sun has probably dipped away pretty much. Alright, not the perfect approach, but the flight computer decided to do whatever it wanted to do there. We go flaps 1. And I think we'll... I just want to kind of get a little bit away from Tidvo. Then we'll start making our way back to it. We need to be at course 266. Once we get turned around, I'll go back to the autopilot. Yeah, most liveries, yep, most liveries are free. You don't have to pay for liveries. You really don't. There's no reason to. Is it possible to get the add-ons on console? There are some. I don't know how many are. Yeah, they're quite limited. Xbox. What do you mean limited? Just not all of them. Like this plane, the fly-by-wire actually isn't, so unfortunately. It's kind of how it is. Because it's just hard to support both PC and Xbox mods. Because mods are user creations, and you know, obviously people have limited schedules. Why am I the lights flickering on my plane there? Tail light. Yep, PC players always have more options, usually. What are we doing? Okay, here we go. Controlled. Let's go direct to Tidvo. Wait. Oh, it already skipped Tidvo. It's going to our glide slope capture. Once we get lined up, we will hit the approach. We're going to start slowing down here. We're going to go flaps 2. And we'll drop the landing gear. I don't know what's going on with the lights. I don't know if there's some graphical glitch going on here. My lights are... Got a power issue on the plane? I don't know what's going on there. Arm the spoilers. Cabin check. Knox. Which add-ons are there? Lots of add-ons. Go to flightsim.to, lots of add-ons. You can even get like a helicopter. I meant actually traveling on the A350. Oh, I see. I really want to get this game, but I was just curious because I was wondering if all flights are like real time or if they can be sped up. I believe there are some mods that you can get that you can speed up the time, and if you want. Like if you want to do a really long flight. In fact, you can actually. There's even a built-in one you can do travel to. It's a little bit more clunky though. So I would. There are some sim rate things you can grab. Do that. Alright, we're gonna hit approach, and we're gonna continue to slow down. Our approach speed today is 124 knots. Flaps 3. I should go flaps full now. I think the mods that are on the marketplace are available to Xbox, but otherwise, you're kind of on your own. Alright, so we got our dual Cat 3 ILS. I like how it tells us it's Cat 3, so actually our minimum for a Cat 3 is 50 feet. That's our decision height. We could actually change that. 50 feet. I'm typically making my decision. I mean, they have that so low because you can see, and then at that point, if you're not stable at 50 feet, which is just about where you're going to be touching down within a couple seconds, go around. Looks like we got a little bit of rain. I think a few raindrops every once in a while. What does your wife think of you being on the computer all the time? That was sort of the issue earlier at the beginning of the stream. That's why it took about 50 minutes to get going here. Nah, she's alright with it. I just have to make sure that I get certain things done, and then we'll be done. But she hates it. She definitely hates it. Say hi to Allison Lewis. Hi, Allison Lewis. Hi from Prayer Warriors. It's kind of cool. The lights are a little bit different here in Amsterdam. Usually you need like a mod. I know like in Oslo I was saying there was a mod where the lights were slightly different color, like this blue. But here that's just built right in. I think this is going to be the downtown over here. Alright, PackX passengers will have feedback for you on this ride. I don't think it's been too bad of a flight. It was kind of a weird approach. So they're going to be like, why? Yeah, the lights are much bluer here in Amsterdam. The building lights. I wonder if that's something they added with the world update when they updated this whole area. Kind of tweaked the lighting. Pretty cool. Yeah, so my plan is either mornings or afternoons during the work week, and I haven't completely got set up, figured out what I'm doing yet. But is to do like an hour stream where we'll do a low and slow, flying a small plane or a helicopter around the cities where we're landing here. I've got a good backlog of them too, so definitely no shortage of places to fly low and slow. Oh, you're landing in Amsterdam, so the plane is ready for... Yes, yes. Ready for the rave. Sorry. That was my wife. She is sitting next to me. Oh, okay. How does she feel about you sitting and watching these streams? I was telling my friend about the whole streaming thing, and he was just, like, flabbergasted at the idea of, like, sitting around and watching people play games and even subscribing to channels like Creepy Kirk has done. Like paid subscriptions, which is very much appreciated. Oh, are the planes not loaded in here? Sometimes Alpha India group traffic doesn't like load in very well. I don't see the other planes. Let's restart it. Be a little bit of a frame rate hit. Hopefully not too bad right as we're landing. Who knows? Alright, I'm turning off the
500.
autopilot, auto thrust. We'll take this in the rest of the way ourselves. Do not screw up with the glide slow pad for us. What is this? What is this? What is that? And this is why I don't have multiplayer on, because that guy's definitely multiplayer. What the heck? Come on, dude. He sees me coming in because I'm on multiplayer too.
200.
Like, really? Really?
100 above.
Really, dude? I suppose his ATC was clearing him
100.
too. 100. See if he can actually land, though. He can't. Now he distracted me
50,
on my landing.
40. 30. 20, 10, 5,
I didn't set my auto brake. Yeah, get off the runway. Get out of my way. That's why I usually don't have I usually don't fly with multiplayer. Unless you're doing VATSIM. VATSIM would have had proper separation there. Minimum landing is 130. Maybe it is. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
I just go off of what the
Amsterdam.
approach thing
The
said,
local
and
time is
I haven't fallen out of the sky.
5:57 p.m. and it's currently about
It very well could be.
7 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile device.
121.655 for
Please remain
Scandinavian
seated until the aircraft
827.
has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is
Okay,
turned
we're gonna
off.
get off
Remember to
of
use caution when opening the overhead bin,
runway
as items
here.
may have been
Yeah, so you
shifted
just
during
kind of see the
flight. If this is
frame
your
rate
final
kind of
destination, we thank you for
struggling
flying.
as it loads in
If
all
you're
the
listening to
planes.
this section, we encourage you to
Hopefully
check
we'll
your
see some
itinerary
planes in
to ensure a
Amsterdam.
smooth continuation of your
Should.
journey.
Alright, I'm gonna come to stop because I'm the only pilot in the seat. Oops, not the where I wanted to go. Alright, we want a strobes, auto, landing lights off. It's actually harder to turn off the lights in this position. Taxi lights on. Right? Yeah, taxi lights on, APU master switch, and start. Turn off the ATC, altitude, TCAS, radar, clear our flaps. Alright, good night, Aquila. She knows how much I love airplanes since I was a kid. I'm just waiting to play it myself. Alright, that's nice. Let's see. What was I doing? We need to get where are we going? What gate are we going to?
Ground Scandinavian 827 request taxi to the gate.
I need to take out my contacts. Getting about that time.
Taxiing to gate Delta 44 using taxiway Bravo Alpha 15 Alpha 14 Alpha Alpha 9er Charlie Scandinavian 827.
Okay. Bravo Alpha 15. Let's see, I'm trying to just Alpha 14. Alpha 9. Oh, okay, we're gonna be. Hopefully, we have good signs. Hopefully, we have good signs. Actually, it looks like we're on Alpha. Where is Alpha? That's Alpha 15. Kinda confused. Yeah, that sign's kind of confusing. Well, I guess Alpha's that way, but we need to go this way too. Technically, Alpha is right here. Oh, hit my brakes. A really big airport, so I'm trying to find. Okay, we'll go this little loop, which is, I think, what they wanted us to do. This little loop. Alright, see you later, Creepy Kirk. Thanks for stopping in, and thanks for the, thanks for helping out. Hopefully we'll be able to figure out some stuff to do on Twitch. Kenya Airways. Haven't seen them in a while. Flew Kenya Airways quite a bit when we were in Africa. I think we want to... Not yet, not yet. We want to stay over here. Wish they had ground markings too. It's kind of hard to follow with the signs. There's Alpha. I think we need to get Alpha. It's Alpha to Alpha 9 Charlie. Basically right up here at the top of this, or in between these two wings of the terminal. Right in here. I'm noticing more fire trucks at the airports lately. Alright, which gate did they have us going to? Do I write down? Delta 44. Let's see if that lines up with the real life. It does. It's going to be right there on the end. I think the jetways are broken. Jetways look a little bit broken. The passengers are going to have to... I don't know how useful those jetways are. Hey, parking brakes set. Turn the APU on. And I kind of want to do some replays, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, right now before we do any deboarding, or I'm actually going to end the, we won't even bother with the deboarding and everything, I'm just going to end Pack X flight. Oh no. Which we need to have them deboard, I think. Seatbelt signs off. Right, engines down. Now the passengers can deboard. Our jetway. External power. Turn off the APU. Taxi lights. And while the passengers are deboarding, we'll pull up Volanta. You can see all the clouds we got. We're gonna complete the flight. Go to this just right over Denmark into Amsterdam, this weird little loop we did. Statistics, 169 feet per minute landing rate, G-force right where we want it, landing speed all the way down to 86. Wow, we floated that or something. I wasn't paying attention to the speed. Flight time just an hour and a half. Lock time 2 hours. Somehow the stream took 3.5 hours, but that was because we lost basically the first hour of the stream. Alright, I'm also going to pull open the world map for our world tour. Do that. You see where we've been so far, and we have flown into Amsterdam, which is in the Netherlands, and there it is. There's the Netherlands. So next flight, we're going to be going from the Netherlands down to Croatia, right here. We'll get to cross over Germany, Austria, Slovenia, and into Croatia. Maybe a little bit of Italy, depending on our route. And I'm going to end the PAC-X flight, and then we'll do some replays. Soft landing, definitely be recommending you at work. I wish I didn't have that extra shot of rum. 87% satisfaction, so right where you want it. Yeah, the problem with the replay mode is that now our engines are off, and so it's not going to, the engines aren't going to be spooled up while we're replaying. But not the end of the world. Okay. See? We're having major power issues because we don't have the engine on.
Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Let's see.
Squawk 0001 Scandinavian 827.
Lights are on. Okay, that's cool. Put the flaps all out where they would be.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Scandinavian.
Yeah, this is the only problem, is that it's not the most realistic way to do it because we don't have our... I don't think the lights are going to work, actually. Yeah. That's the problem. You don't want to turn your engines off because then nothing actually works. There's no power.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
They'll replay it.
Don't sink. Don't
but you
sink.
don't have lights,
Don't
which kind of
sink.
looks weird.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't.
Okay, well, I learned my lesson. Because that, yeah, it's not really fun to watch. Well, actually, we could watch from... There's no engine sound. Yeah? Where the heck are we here? Okay, that's one of the other runways. Well, just imagine there's engine sounds playing right now.
827 is tied Airbus, A20 and 2 miles east of Schiphol, 200 feet.
Oh well. Well, gotta remember, don't turn the engines off because then you have no lights and it doesn't look very realistic coming in.
3472 Scandinavian 827.
So my flaps, for some reason, are not out.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Scandinavian 827.
Yeah, so if you're using a flight recorder, I'm using flight recorder here. It's flight recorder. You can get out on flightsim.to. If you're doing that, you need to make sure you keep your engines running at the end of the flight and all your stuff set up. Otherwise, you'll just have a silent little landing here. Alright, let's stop the replay. Now we're not at the gate. No, that's fun. Anyway, yeah, the replay system needs a little bit of work. I don't know if the Microsoft Flight Simulator replay system, sorry about that, would be better. But in any case, thanks for coming along in the flight. Let's get off the runway here. Even better, just around the airport. Go right there for now. Alright, thanks for coming along in the flight. Might be a stream. I might stream a little bit later, probably not. And maybe I'll stream in the afternoon tomorrow, maybe in the morning. I don't know. Keep an eye out on Twitch and YouTube. The schedule is still very much up in the air, figuring out when I kind of want to stream. And maybe there'll be scheduled streams, and there'll be streams where I just get on and fly, do something else. Well, thanks for coming along. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow on Twitch, and until next time, happy flying and take care.